Hey, this is Herman.
I'm Sam and we're from Dragonforce. So we just wanted to welcome you to the Young Guitar DVD.
That's right, we have prepared some guitar licks that you're familiar with, that you've been asking for, and also some playing from the album and all these little things and more, so check it out. Okay, so here is the lead for the intro. So the slides, and you can bend any way you want to do it, as long as you kind of keep to the rhythm and the notes. Okay, and it gets to the palm muting bit, downstroke for every single one, okay? So on the rhythm guitar section, for the verses and things like that, actually the two guitars do different things. So one, stands straight more on the typical way we usually play chords, and the other way go in a kind of a faster kind of run following the chords. Let's look at that. So the bridge tapping bit, let me just break this down to you. So you got a simple kind of sweeping tapping of your middle finger, okay? And you kind of do a little bit of tap and an alternating note and a bit of slide there just to make a little variation. And then you'll tap back on the E minor arpeggios up and down again. So let's break those down. Now here's the E minor arpeggio. So this is the pentatonic run in it, with tapping a few notes up and down to kind of bring it in. So the left hand actually use a pentatonic, minor pentatonic here, so really straightforward. Tap along the different notes that makes still staying in the current scale with your two fingers. So here is the C major 7 tapping, and you kind of get to the end of it with a tap slide, actually a tap bend up. Okay, here's how it goes. end of the solos, there's a bunch of major arpeggio tapping. Let's have a look at those. So here in bits and bits of the solos, kind of like taking out the licks of it so you can learn about how it works, the structure of them, and then you can actually make them useful. But I'm going to show the beginning of the solo first so you can just get a feel of how they're supposed to go finger-wise and position-wise, okay?
And then it goes into some tapping, which is this. And then the last part is like this. And then some alternated picking down the scale.
Okay, let's look at some bits and bits here on the intro. So to play the intro, the fast intro is actually people always ask us why you use the over the hand. It's actually easier because of the stretching. When you're standing up anyway, it's actually very difficult to stretch this way because of the angle of the guitar, the way you're standing. So let's show you how we actually do it. Here we go.
Okay, so this is the verse section of the rhythm guitar. Pre-chorus section. Chorus. Bridge section lead. Okay, so here's the after chorus lead section. I'm going to do it bit by bit so you can kind of see how it goes. And the first one is like this. Now the second part. Now the second part, which is some tapping with using the pick on the top 3 strings. Now the third part, which is kind of similar to the first, but with a few trills and other bits and pieces. And then the last part, which is like this.
And then it goes to a pedal tone bit in the second part. So here's the bit which needs to be played with a whammy pedal, and after that I usually do some kind of improvised, leg solo onto it. So let's have a look at it, and I'll probably just improvise through. Here's the beginning of the second solo, which uses a wah-wah at the beginning and some kind of interval slides. Let's try that.
Okay, here's the main solo. I'm going to do this section by section as well, so you can kind of see what's going on and get a chance to maybe work it out yourself. Okay, so the next bit's some palm muted picking, followed by some tapping, and then into a bit of a rundown of scale, so it's a bit like this. Move up to the tapping. Then into the picking. And the final section, it goes like this. It ends with some tapping. You just sort of tap down chromatically, whatever speed you like, really. And now we go to the tapping, where you can leave your finger here, and where it ended up from the last run. Mute the top strings. Careful with this part of your finger.